When you think about Capitol Mall in 1950, it was the first redevelopment site. And here we are 50 years later about to rock this thing. Sacramento is a city on the move, and our commitment is we want to be a world-class destination city. So we wanted to open up a design competition to bring some of the best around the country and around the world to show us what's possible in Sacramento.
Every great city needs to have a great space, and this is our great space, and it's very distinctive. And so how do we celebrate it, and how do we use that space to say something very special about Sacramento as a city?
Currently, the Capitol Mall is very underutilized, so we're really looking for a way of bringing people in. The goals of the Capitol Mall design competition are really to catalyze events and to find ways of activating the space that is currently the Capitol Mall.
I think that this is an ideas competition, and that when something goes ahead, I think it will draw on these ideas rather than follow any of those particular projects, because the complexity of going ahead is more than can be covered in a competition.
It's really important for us as a city to have this competition. There's all this latent creativity out there that we needed to tap into, and this has provided a vehicle to tap into some great ideas. So.
The first place finisher was entitled Sacramento's Capitol Canopy, and that really kind of speaks to the heart of, I think, where most Sacramentans see as being the major part of our city. We really are a canopy of trees. You can see from the images that it's almost as if we've created an urban forest within our city. One of the things that the jury really liked about this submission was that it's very implementable. The ideas are large, are great, but they can be achieved within the framework that we have within our city currently. This plan really speaks to the soul of the city. It's something that everyone can understand at an immediate level.
The solution would be a long-term solution, I think. You want something that could be phased, that would improve things immediately, but allow for upgrading constantly over quite a long period of time.
The second place winner is titled River City Promenade, and really focuses on three components: activating the edge of the Capitol Mall, the buildings, framing the view of the Capitol through the center of the mall, and directing the path, the vehicular and pedestrian paths that go along the Capitol Mall. One of the things that the jury really liked about this scheme was that though it is ambitious, it is achievable through phasing. You could certainly start with any component of this and then develop further. Probably the final component would be the bridging project because it's the most ambitious of those. Our third place winner was entitled An Urban Incision. One of the things that the jury really liked about this submission was its sculptural form and it being one of the more visually interesting of the entries that were submitted, in addition to its ability to connect to the river and Old Town Sacramento through its pedestrian links. Creation of these sculptural elements provides a focal point for the solution. In this case, we can see that they've provided an opportunity to activate through the use of a farmer's market, perhaps, yet still have the center space free and open for other uses during the day and evening.
We are excited that so many people entered the competition. Capitol Mall is kind of the gateway to Sacramento. We all have seen what the mall does in Washington, D.C. We think that we have a chance to create something on the West Coast that's very similar. So I see it being a community gathering place. I see it being an opportunity that links together existing projects that we have, our landmarks that are already there, as well as our new projects. I think it has a tremendous opportunity to really set a really, really high bar for our community, and I think we're game for that challenge.